Hopefully nothing shits itself. Hold on. I need to fix that.
There you go.
Okay.
Did you get that?
Awesome. Thanks, guys.
Hey guys, welcome to the stream. We are here playing some Battletech the RPG, also known as A Time of War, with Total War Combined, as well as many of the other companion modules for Time of War. My name's Arcosraid. I am your host for this and one of the players here, and I will kick it off to our GM now. I send him my character sheet.
Only the professional of professionalism here in this Battletech campaign. Okay, so I do have his old one. That'll work. Hey guys, this is Justin or Mr. J or Nargra, whatever the hell my current thing is now for, I guess, this lifetime. I'm the game master for Battletech Time of War, A Cold Reminder.
Ah, yes, our season name, A Cold Reminder. Or I guess that's our campaign name, isn't it?
I'd say campaign name.
I'm gonna get you back.
What are you talking about? You don't like my orbital insertion? Who's been drawing dicks on my orbital insertions? How dare you? How Steiner will have their way.
Hal Steiner always has their way because they make giant mechs.
So unfortunately, one of our players aren't here today, but that's all right. He's only doing diplomacy checks anyways. So let's do the next
we're not
one
trying to put him down here. He's just not here at the moment and or asleep. We do this game kind of early in the morning, so for some of us who spend our nights up late playing Cyberpunk 2077, they can't make it the next day because they're asleep.
You know what? If you guys would stop increasing and decreasing your dick size in that game. Such a stupid fucking thing.
So is this the telemetry you use basically for orbital insertion with Atlas mechs? It's called there are multiple trajectories and all of them say fuck you're gonna die.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. And remember, it has to be in the most tactical spots. It's worth 80% of your fucking mechs getting destroyed, but that's okay. If you win the battle, you clearly win the war. House Steiner way. All right, let's go next up. Robert, Law.
Hey everyone, how's it going? Looking forward to continuing this firefight in this hallway of death. Anyway, that's really all I'm gonna say, so I'll pass it off to Raiderwicki.
Yeah, what's up, Docs? This is Raiderwicki. It is balls ass early in the morning. I'm ready to frag some people and go back to sleep.
That sounds like a great idea.
All right, so where we left off, the players have actually penetrated the defenses of the space pirates here. They're down to the basement level 2. They've proceeded to go from the ground floor to the basement floor to basement level 2. They had to go over a little tripwire of some explosives. Thankfully, it didn't blow up in their face. And now they're here. They've learned that the space pirate captain, or from what we know is the, I would say, leader of this little posse here, he is locked up in a room with some hostages, and pretty much they need to try to save the hostages. They've realized that oh fuck, what was his name? The Juggernaut is still in contact with the assassin mech pilot, so they need to try to break comms or try to convince them to stray away from that computer screen to try to see if they can either stop them from shooting anyone or hopefully recruit them. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to have the charisma-based character make a roll. So I want... Let's see here. Who wants to control the diplomat today? Or do we want to make this a conjoined effort?
I think we should make this a conjoined effort and we round robin this shit off.
All right, fine. First one will be. I'm just gonna take a random roll. Ethan.
Okay.
So you're gonna make a roll.
2d6 then?
Yep, 2d6.
Alright, I got a
Ooh.
6.
Okay. Alright. So unfortunately, I have his character sheet. I'm not seeing anything with his diplomacy skill, so that's how I know I have his old one. Because what he did was we figured out there was an actual diplomacy skill, so he reworked his character sheet so he could have it.
Okay, gotcha. So most likely, I believe it is 1 under the target number is what he said to me last time, as far as I remember. So
Okay.
the target number for diplomacy, I believe, is an 8, so he has a 7.
So he has a 7.
So
Okay.
I know he's got stupid high diplomacy. That's his big thing.
All right. Just for the sake of this and make it short, Juggernaut is getting very agitated. The assassin mech pilot has, I should probably just call them their names. Dex Colborn, who is the assassin pilot, codename Qatar, is snapped to his attention, has brought the Juggernaut to his attention as well, and has started discussing with him. The channels is mute between him and your other pilot, and then Juggernaut unmutes. He is talking about killing one of the hostages. He's heard an explosion, and he doesn't like that you guys are close. He is hating the fact that you guys have broken his trust, whatever trust there was, and he thinks you guys are a bunch of cowards. He is going to want to kill a hostage. So,
can I hop in over the radio then?
yes, so you have direct communication between Jericho. You do not have any communication between you and Juggernaut.
So I have it to Jericho, but I don't have it to Juggernaut. Okay.
Yeah, so let me rephrase that. Jericho has direct communication between Juggernaut but not to the assassin mech. And has communication between you guys as well. While
can I basically try and get in on the line to Juggernaut?
You can try.
All right, I'm basically gonna ask Jericho if you'll patch me through.
Okay, he's gonna patch you through.
All right. Juggernaut, allow me to assure you, our commander here has sent us down here to retrieve you. We are just eliminating any possible obstructions on the path here. The explosion was due to the fact that one of your own men threw a grenade. But if you really want to kill somebody, you can come out here and kill me. I'm standing in the hallway.
Is there a bluff check in this game? Let me check the skills.
I don't think there's a bluff necessarily, but
1 second, I got a skill list.
I'm gonna make you do a roll on that one.
oh hell yeah, I expect to.
Because you were trying to lie through the Juggernaut. Yeah, let me check here.
There's no bluff skill.
It's not a bluff skill, I know that.
Not negotiation either.
I think it's just diplomacy.
Yeah, go ahead and do a diplomacy roll.
Would Jericho be able to assist me on this, since I'm basically using his comms, so he could like back me up on this?
Yes.
I think that would. Whether it's a bluff or a lie, it's technically a negotiation.
Yeah. So do a negotiation roll for me.
Okay.
You will be the main person, and Jericho will assist.
Okay, negotiations.
Yep.
I don't think I have it, so it's untrained.
Yep. So this is untrained. You are the main leader on this one.
That's -4. So I got a 9. I have a +1 from him. And is negotiations in intelligence?
One second, I'll read it
sub
off
skills
to
are
you.
none. So it'd be the sub skill and none. Negotiation would be, I think it is intelligence. No, it
No,
should be-
negotiations, charisma.
Yeah, it'd be charisma.
Charisma. Okay, so that is only a 6.
That's not great.
It's not great.
All right. So unfortunately, and you guys can hear this down in the hallway, and as Jericho just kind of sees a flash up on his screen, you guys hear a loud bang coming down from the hallway to the very end. Plus side, you guys know where he's at now. Downside, as Jericho kind of sees a hand not fly, but a hand just kind of like lays up on the ground and a blood pool coming out, you can tell one of the hostages are now dead.
Well, now you've signed your death warrant, sir. Come out there and fight me then. Bitch. And I close the comm.
Okay. So Juggernaut is going to get in touch with Jericho. How dare you? How do you break my trust? I thought you trusted me. I thought I trusted you. I thought you wanted to negotiate, and you're not doing that.
I'm pretty sure he's just gonna be like, "You're the one who shot somebody."
Hey, could you patch me through this asshole?
Yeah, go ahead. And then after one last patch, you guys are going to start combat again.
Gotcha. Juggernaut. This is Mr. Rogers. You know me. You know what I'm capable of. You know what my crew is capable of. I'm down here with him. I'm going to come over there, and if you don't come out peacefully, I'm going to rip your skull off and fucking shove it up your ass and use your ribs as fodder. Now get your pussy ass out here, or are you too scared to fight like a man?
Ooh, big talk coming from another space pirate.
That's how space retired's talk, man.
I know, right? Let's see here. What is Jericho's? He has a sensor. What's his sensor roll? Do you know?
Jericho's sensor roll?
Yeah.
I think it's like a 1. It's like a 1 or a 2. I know it's stupid low.
All his skills are stupid low when it comes time to combat stuff.
Yeah, so I'm
check
pretty sure
again.
it's like a 2. Because I think he
Sensor
has...
operations is a 1. He doesn't have any kind of like tech or anything, does he?
No.
Does he have any computer
No
skills?
computer skills. All right. He is going to do a sensor roll. He's allowed to do 1 diplomacy, 1 sensor roll for every 2 turns. So he's going to do a sensor roll.
That's a damn good roll.
That's actually a really good roll.
Oh, hell yeah.
He is going to for one turn,
shut off
the communications
communication with
between
the other guy?
him and the assassin pilot are scrambling. And that will only last for next turn. At the end of next turn, it will come back on.
Okay, cool.
All right.
Is there an access panel nearby to us?
There?
There is not. The only access panel was up on the first floor.
It's either on the first floor or in that room that he's in.
Yep,
so
in that room.
we may have lost one, but hey, it's time to get a move on.
Yep.
It's okay. You guys actually got rid of one of the biggest modifiers, so should be good. All right, start combat. So initiative.
Round 5. Initiative rolls for everybody individually.
Yep.
Using your tactics.
I'm gonna use my dice over here.
Oh hell yeah! Got a 9. Plus,
What dice am I supposed to be using?
Tactics land or Tactics ground, whatever it's called. I believe it's land.
Ah, there's my dice.
Yeah, tactics land.
Tactics land.
Plus 2 to that, so I got a 11 for my initiative.
What? Don't
So
worry.
tactics land.
Yeah. All right,
21.
Damn, you got good Tactics land.
I got a 9, and I rolled my 2 dice on my thing. I got 2 6s.
Oh, damn.
We're making
What's your tactics land skill level?
9.
Nice.
Holy hell.
Well, no. So it's the skill level is 3, but the modifier on it's 9.
The modifier?
You're the one who did the sheet
What?
for me, Ethan. So as a level 3 link, then T and C.
Okay, so 3 in the level. The link is
The links for tactics land is
intelligence
plus
and will.
and then TN is 9.
That's the target number. So that's if you have a skill check related to that. You have to beat that number to be successful.
Oh, okay. So then just 15 then. Not bad.
Yes, that is 15. Okay. I was like, do you have a 9 in your tactics land? Because that's
Yeah, that's
stupid
what
high.
So it'd be so.
Like, even if you rolled a 12, that would be like, what? 21 is the highest you could get?
No, 22.
Well, that's if you had a 10. If you had a 9,
Yeah.
that would be 21. Yeah.
So, my bad, 15.
15. That's not even including links, though, because so technically the highest roll you could make is probably a 25 then, because you can have a link of plus 2.
Yep.
Oh, your links actually can go higher. I forgot about that.
Yeah, they can.
Yeah.
But
link...
no, so for the same level, it's 15. But
Okay.
imagine if
Yeah.
that was a gunner ground shot.
Your shooting is stupid good too, but that's a different story.
What? I'm the only one that took a 10 in that.
Well, I'm getting there. I'm getting there. But mine's gonna be mostly in sensors.
Anyway, my roll is an 8.
All right.
All right. So initiative order.
I got a 11.
I got 15.
Okay. Robert.
I got 8.
8.
8.
And then let me roll for Daisy and Noir.
And you have to roll for 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 5 space pirates if you include Juggernaut.
What the fuck is with these 7s, man?
Oh, sorry. 1,
I
2.
I rolled a 7 for almost everyone.
I mean, these guys are dead in here, so.
Yeah, you've got 3 space pirates to roll for, and Juggernaut if you include him.
This dude's dead.
He
And
will
then
not
we
be
have-
included yet. But yeah, everyone else has been accounted for. Okay. So we're gonna go for Frank. You're at the top. Ethan, what is your natural you know what? Actually, what's your natural modifier?
Modifier.
For Tactics Land?
Yeah.
2.
Okay. All right. That's unfortunate.
Because I have a 1 in the skill, and then a +1 for my intelligence.
Can you roll this dice for me?
Tree.
All right, you get to go. All right, so the turn order is going to be Frank, Ethan. It's going to be assault rifle guy. Then it's going to be Daisy Noir, Robert, and then other 2 space pirates.
These guys are dead.
I have a good...
Practically.
I know this
These
guy's
guys are all
dead, but these
We
2 are
killed
still...
them.
All right.
Oh, these
so,
guys
Frank,
are still alive?
Yeah, they have like
Yeah,
Like
these
1
are
hit
still
point.
alive. We shot them, but
Oh, yeah, that's right.
they're really messed up. There's just the one guy who's super fresh, which I think is the guy with the assault rifle.
I throw a grenade right there.
That's a great way to solve this.
So you're just gonna throw a grenade? What's the
Yep.
blast radius on that grenade? Because
10.
I want to make.
Yeah, 10. 10 is an A, B is 20. I think C is 30.
Yeah, I only grabbed 10. I just grabbed 8 grenades.
Okay. So you're just gonna try to finish these two guys off with a grenade?
Sorry.
Yep.
A is 10, B is 20, C is double that, 40. D is 80. And E is E's
I think he
huge.
just has standard grenades, so 10.
E is
I
like
don't see you guys having nuclear grenades, so.
E
It's
is
okay.
like a
I'm like,
E is like the depth charges you use.
it's okay, guys. I'm just going to throw an E. I'm going to throw a D grenade. Throw
An
it and then
80
clear the
meter
corridor.
grenade.
Boom.
I'm pretty
No,
sure
I
that's a
only have an
C4
8
tactical charge.
Yep. Just throw a brick of C4. So here, catch.
So you're just gonna throw
As
grenades
Tex
at them?
would say, you should definitely be scared when the hand grenade of the company is a satchel charge.
How much do
Come
hand grenades do for damage?
Hand grenades do do
The ones at Frank.
10 center?
10 at the
10 center, 5 outer?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
basically like based on its range is how much damage it does. So
All
So
right,
it does
so
10 and then 5 on the outside. Now, being that one person only had 1 HP, that dude's fucked. Either way, he slices it.
pretty much.
And both of these guys have no armor, so we shredded that last game.
Yeah, they've got jack shit for armor.
okay, so you're doing 10 up on the SMG guy?
Yep.
10 on him.
And then
He's
10 on the other one.
the other guy is less than 5, so I think he's within the 10 radius too.
Yep.
He is. Okay. Alright, so he is. So that's 5. That's 15 damage. Alright, so he. How do you kill pistol number 1?
Yep.
How do you want him dead?
I mean, it's a grenade.
It's grenade.
I mean, it rolls to their feet. They look down. They look down, and one says, "Oh shit!" and then blows up, and the fragment just shreds him up the middle and just slices him in half. The other one, we'll see how much damage, how much life he has left.
He's probably not gonna live.
No, he's at 10, so that's 15.
So the other one just blows him back, and he's a smear on the wall.
Yeah, they just get they just become what is it? Fallout perk, bloody mess.
Yeah,
Pretty
that
much.
just turns into bloody mess. So you guys realize that the room's cleared. You look inside the room. You notice just the shrapnel of the hard concrete, and the table is like splintered up on the side of the walls.
That storage
there-
unit got hit too.
Yeah, and what you see to be is like some body parts around. Oh yeah, and the storage unit's fucked. Whatever he was looking for, it clearly is not in there. And you just see body parts just flying around the room, blood splatters. It's one hell of a mess in here.
There you go.
All right, so room's cleared. Ethan, you have a chance. Take
Yes, I do. I have a chance. I'm gonna try and take it.
Can I still move? Because it would literally just throw a grenade and just move out the way.
it. What kind of action is a grenade? Throwing a grenade.
Simple.
Okay. So then, yes, you technically can move.
Okay. So what is one of these hexes equivalency to?
Okay, so it's rolling, right? One of the hexes is 5 meters.
5 meters. Thank you so much.
Is that your roll for?
No, I haven't rolled yet. I'm seeing what I can do here. So I'm right around the corner. He's got like a thing of cover here, I guess.
He does have slight cover.
So I'm just gonna move one in, or like I take a half step over. Actually, I'll go like 3 meters, I guess, or 2.5. And I will go ahead and open up on him with a 10-round burst straight to his fucking face.
Can you move and 10 round burst?
Yeah, I'm taking less than my walk, so that's
Okay.
just movement. And it's still simple reaction.
Okay.
Ethan, I want to go hold some D grenades.
I'm pretty sure those are just satchel charges. 5 plus small arms 6, 7. So I just meet the
Target number.
the target number. So I just hit a 7. So I don't get additional shots on him, but I do hit him with one energy shot.
All right. How much? Where is? Oh, yeah. Go ahead and tell me the target location.
Right. 2d6 for that.
So I'm like looking at three sheets on my end.
Target location is 8.
And you're hitting from the front.
So location 8 is upper torso.
He does have body armor there.
I deal. Let's see if he can handle it. I deal 3 energy.
I think all he has is ballistics, like the flak jacket, though.
So
Yeah,
he
all
has
he has is
0
flak.
armor against this.
Yep,
So
0 armor.
that's 3 energy damage straight to his area, and that's a 5 on upper torso. So that hits him in the heart. Does 3 times the damage, so he takes 9 points of damage for a wound effect of internal bleeding, and he has to make a consciousness check.
Oh,
He's gonna re-roll. He's gonna use an edge and re-roll that.
That's probably pretty important. He got shot in the heart.
all right, re-roll.
I got really lucky with that shot. Oh my god.
He's fine.
He's fine. He just took 9 energy damage straight to the heart, and he has internal bleeding.
So, you shoot this guy in, like square in the heart. Like you see him just like lean backwards. You can tell like he's trying to gain consciousness as he's still gripping up on, because he's up on his knee. He's still gripping up onto his gun as he just catches himself barely and puts himself back in a position.
So this guy's gonna take 1 point of standard damage per turn until he gets a surgery check.
That ain't fucking happening. Sure. All right. So that is.
Damn.
All right. So Robert, it is. Well, technically it's Daisy Noir, but Robert, you go ahead.
So I'm just gonna like reload my weapon and then follow in behind Mr. Rogers.
All right, Mr. Rogers, the order that Noir and Daisy, what are they doing?
Daisy's moving up with me, and so is Black.
They're just staying behind you. That's it.
Black is they're looking downstream, making sure that our backs are covered pretty much.
All right. So he's just going to move backwards, but he's still going to stay in range.
Yep.
And they're just in a defensive position.
Yep.
All right, Ethan. Fuck you. I'm going to do a burst fire.
Good luck. I'm pretty sure you have a minus.
I do have a minus. So let's roll. So 6. And a minus. Does not hit. His target number is a 7 that he needs a hit on.
Mm-hmm. I only walked, so I don't add anything to that.
He gets a +1 for each shot, right?
Basically for every For every one that you go over, you take your recoil modifier. So if you have a -1, you take a -1 to
So you
every
get more-
burst shot over. Every extra
So
shot you take.
Is it a cumulative penalty?
Yep.
It's a
so
cumulative penalty.
The 8's going to hit you. Did you want to re-roll his shot or anything?
I don't have an edge to spend, so no. Or at least I don't want to. I will take the hit.
Okay.
So he's only having a -1. Wait, no, he rolled an 8, so that's much higher. Never mind. Continue.
Yeah. So, because he takes, if he's burst firing at me, how many bursts is he doing?
He is doing 3-round bursts. That is it.
3-round bursts.
So, it's just 3 shots.
So he's taking a -1 for the burst, and that's it, basically.
Yep.
Okay.
And the recoil is a -1.
He has internal bleeding, so he has an injury mod of -1.
So -2.
-2.
So -2.
He's at a
That would put him at
-2.
6.
He is at a 6.
Oh, so never mind. Not going to hit. So last roll.
You could spend an edge to make it hit.
You know what? Yeah. He's going to use his
Go
last
big or go
edge to
home.
hit.
Go big or go home, right?
I mean, I was just gonna fucking like, oh, I could just reroll. No, he has one last edge. He's gonna use it to hit.
All
So that is going to be a damage of, I think that's just 4.
What's the penetration?
It's just the rifle automatic. So it should be,
What's his AP?
the AP is 4B.
4 ballistic. I have a
Yeah,
5,
ballistic.
so my armor absorbs it.
All right, and then last shot. Well, I have to hit the target location. So location 7.
So I still take damage. Keep in mind, I still take damage. My armor
That is-
absorbs it, but I take 4 fatigue.
All right, and then last shot.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing some stim drugs can't fix, right?
Yeah.
All right, that actually hits. That hits.
Oh
On the
shit.
dot.
All right.
And that's a location 10.
Location 10.
Yep.
Hold on. I gotta switch. I've got 2 sheets open here. Just so you guys know, for anybody out there looking, my sheets are over on another screen right now, so I can see all the target locations, because PDFs are a little hard to load up while with the stream. So that is in my right lower arm.
Maybe.
Roll a
Could you remove
d6.
that, please?
Okay.
And may I use your headphones? Mine just died.
Here, I'm gonna go ahead and use this one.
Thank you, sweetie.
1.
That is a 6.
Is that a 6?
That's a 6.
Roll again.
This is not fucking good. That's
So,
a 4.
4 is in the
The charge
forearm.
plug should be
It
on the
fractures and
table.
bruises my forearm, so I have a
Nope.
fractured forearm.
It's that red one.
And roll one more time
Yep.
for the second one.
And there should be
That's a 6.
And another 6.
Yep.
Go ahead and roll again.
That's a 4.
4. Okay, you hit me again in the fractured forearm, and it's fractured and bruised again, so that's -2 to the injury mod. Roll one more time for your third injury mod, because it can happen multiple times.
And that's a 2.
2. Okay, and that hits me in the hand for 50%, and also fractures and bruises. So, 75%, 75%. What's his damage?
Damage was 4 damage.
4 damage.
Like the 4. Yep.
Okay, so and it's ballistic,
That is correct. Ballistic.
and it goes into
Sorry
my
about that, guy.
hand. Armor does not absorb, so my gloves are destroyed.
I didn't just fucking blow off your hand, did I?
You didn't blow off my hand, but you definitely destroyed my glove in the process, because you put a big fucking hole through it. And fractured and bruised hands. So
Okay.
let me see what this is. I'll see what it is, and you continue. Skill checks made with the affected arm. So,
Essentially, that ends his turn. He does a burst fire, and that's it.
Okay, so my forearm being fractured, I take a -2 twice to my forearm. So my arm is just about to fall off.
Fuck shit.
So I have a -4. So all ability checks and skill checks made with the affected arm. So, evens or odd. Evens will be my left. Odd will be my right. Even. So it's my left arm. And then you also hit me in the hand, which is another -3. On top of that. So I currently have a -7 to any skill checks or ability checks with that arm.
Great.
As
Golden.
he shot me in the fucking arm.
You shot him in the heart, he takes a hand away.
Okay.
Oh, no. He is
So when does he
fucking
take that 1 bleed damage?
This guy is standing his ground. He fucking knows he's gonna die. He feels it in his heart. He has never felt a heart rhythm like this ever before. And trust me,
And then
has
he
never been
dies,
to a
right?
Then he should pretty much fucking die. No,
Because
he
that's
still
the end of
has-
his turn, right?
It is the end of his turn, but he is still alive by a few points.
Okay. So he's still there.
One more shot will probably kill him. So that is it for him.
Thank God I'm a righty.
Roll initiative again.
Alright, initiative time. Whoop.
I have just one guy, but this will kind of matter.
So I got 11. So I got a 13.
Good. You're gonna fucking need that. I'm gonna roll dice on my end.
Oh my God, guys. I'm gonna need to do surgery on myself. Fuck.
That's a 7 plus that. Yo, what is with these fucking 7s?
I have a 10.
10 total?
Yep.
Okay. Oh, I have to roll both dice, not just one.
Yeah, the hand.
Yo, what is with these fucking 7s? It's just his dice?
Anyway, I got 12.
Okay. So, everyone's initiative, list it off.
13.
10.
13 for you, Ethan. Frank?
10.
Robert?
Robert.
12. 12.
12? Okay, that's what I thought. And then last two. I'm gonna roll for these fuckers.
Oh, so I have a 4 ballistic on my arms and legs. Does he do 4 AP damage?
It's 4.
Yeah. It's
Okay.
4.
So I technically absorb 2 of those shots. So I can ignore the forearm shit. No, I don't ignore the forearm shit. I still get fucked up in the forearm.
Okay.
But I take it as fatigue damage. How much damage does he do?
How you hold him up there?
What was his damage?
The damage.
4
like, the assault
damage.
rifle's 4. You know, so.
Oh, it's a
armor
4/4
penetration,
weapon?
4 damage.
Yes.
Okay.
4. Alright. So, Mr. Rogers?
Yep.
Daisy looks at you, puts a hand up on your shoulder.
I need to make a
Sir?
consciousness check.
Oh, okay. Yeah, definitely do that first before. That actually might matter what Daisy does, believe it or not.
Okay, I passed. I rolled a 7.
Okay. Daisy goes up to you, Mr. Rogers. Sir, I can take the shot if you want me to.
Permission granted. Take it.
All right. She is going to. She beats you by a point, so she's gonna rush in with her shotgun.
I'm gonna have
And that's
to hang back a second and.
And that's a combat shotgun, too.
So 1, 2, 3, 5. What's the range on that combat shotgun?
Ethan?
Range on a combat shotgun?
Yes.
I
Does she
don't
have-
have it off the top of my head. Give me 1 second.
I will look as well, because this will matter on what she does.
Combat shotgun.
Combat shotgun, the range is... Range is 5, 12, 24, 50. So she can do this at 12?
Medium range, +1.
So it'll be a medium range +1. She's going to fire on him. She's going to use a point... no, she's going to use a point of edge, so she... No, that'll hit regularly. Yep, so she hits. So this is going to be doing 3 ballistics, 5... Yes. Alright, what's the location? Location 7? Chest again?
We'll take that out in a few moments, sweetheart.
Alright. I need... Either way, I think he is still alive. Okay, so here we go. Hit location 7, that's his legs. He does not have any armor there. Surgery. How much damage it's going to take. Knockdown. Alright, he's going to have to make a roll. Real quick. He's fine. Alright, Frank, your turn.
Okay.
So you give Daisy the order. Daisy just fucking bolts right past you, and she immediately skids through the edge of the doorway. She kind of sees how fucked up Norda's arm is. She's gonna like, "Revenge, motherfucker!" and she just fires upon this son of a bitch.
Yeah,
Girl.
just point blank that fucker if you can.
And I will open fire on his ass.
Okay. Go ahead and shoot.
Oh, 2 minutes. Let's do this thing, right? Update.
Not with
Yep.
that.
Let's see here. That's 4. Supposed to be stupid light. 1 second. Got tactics.
I gotta remember we're not doing Total War, so we shouldn't be saying plus. It's technically a minus.
Small arm.
Yeah.
It's, yeah.
Excuse me. I'm trying to find my damn thing here.
Oh, you good?
Look,
You
man,
good? Take your time.
It's plus on
Gun
my
regret.
end because I'm having the I do the reverse bullshit.
Oh, it's small arms, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, small arms.
All right. So target number is
Yeah, small
7.
arms.
3 plus 4 is 7. So I hit.
Okay. What's the location? 12.
Location 12.
Yeah, that's a head.
Oh, it's head.
That's 5 damage. So
Yeah, he's dead. All right.
Good,
So how do you
fuck
finish
him.
them all?
So the bullet doesn't quite have the same velocity as it should, but it's got enough to where once it hits the head, it rips it off the neck and has pinned his head to the wall.
Well, shit. All right. Well, so as this assault rifle space pirate, just thank God I didn't give him names. As he just the last heartbeat he feels right before that bullet just penetrates that fucking head, and you just see him just fall and die over. That is it for him. So you guys can clearly tell
Okay.
with the elevator shaft that there is just rubble and destroyed debris in that way, that there is clearly one door left. So you guys have one action, all of you. What do you want to do?
I'm gonna try to stabilize Norda.
Okay. Robert, what do you do?
What's up?
If he's going to stabilize Norda, then I'll probably want to take point and just look down the other corner there.
All right, you can take
You know.
point, go down the corner. Go ahead.
I'm gonna order Black and Daisy to back him up.
All right.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you to just go. I'm a combat medic. Go. I got myself.
All right.
You're gonna do this with one hand, Norda?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Start stabilizing
I mean,
yourself.
you don't want assistance?
That's what I'm trying to give him, basically,
no.
a stubborn ass.
I
So I slap him in the back of the head. No, I'm
better than any of you at being able to do this by myself with one hand than you can do with two.
All
I
right.
highly doubt this.
Norda.
I'm not gonna lie, you don't have to doubt me on it. I have a 4 in it, and I have a bunch of bonuses.
Is there any
All
checks you need to do to stabilize yourself?
So basically what I'm gonna do is I'm going to grab out a... What the hell is it called again?
Impact.
Not a stim pack.
Oh yeah, this is Fallout all over again.
Shit. Plastiflesh. I'm gonna grab a Plastiflesh, and I'm going to go ahead and slap that sucker on my arm to remove one of my injury mods, which will be my fractured arm. So I will not take the minus to that anymore. And it'll take 50% less time for the recovery, and I will hit myself with a med patch.
Okay.
And recover 1 point of injury mod from my hand. So I'm no longer suffering, but I'm definitely in a lot of pain, and I will recover my fatigue and sit out this round. I will just kind of take a breather.
All right. So
And
the rest of the party, I
face
want you to
this
go
way.
ahead. Yeah, definitely face a protective way just in case. The party, I want you to go ahead, and you can clearly tell that the door is clear. You guys have a free action to set yourselves up near the door and prepare any kind of actions. This will not give you any kind of surprise rounds. Whatever you do after that door opens, normal combat will start as it is.
I'm
Sorry,
gonna
it is
stealth
the
and take
preserving sleeve. That's what it's called.
Got it.
Yeah. I do have to make a med-tech roll, so I will do
All
that
right,
off
can
to
you
the
go
side.
ahead and make a roll for me?
You guys keep going. I'll make the med-tech roll and tell you what happens.
I'm going to just start stealthing. Crouch down, take aim, center line. First time if I see Juggernaut or the first hostile I see, I'm taking a shot.
Okay. So when you go into the hallway where you see the door, it is a closed off mechanical automatic door. These are the kind of doors where once you kind of press up on the handlebar of it, it immediately opens up. The thing is, there's a slight delay when it comes to these doors, as you could tell, because this is about the same as the front door. With the whole mechanism. So you can tell that when you open this, people are going to know that you're coming in.
All right, so this is what I'm going to do. Where's Daisy at? There's Daisy.
I do have a question for the party. If Mike's character, if he is close to succeeding on a roll, would you allow him to use an edge?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So I guess this is Mike's last chance to recruit him. If not, it's go
That
time.
is correct. This is Mike's last chance to recruit him and to do any kind of actions. So he no longer has to make a sensor roll, but there is a different roll that he will have to make, which I'll do on my end. So I want you... Who wants to control him now?
I'll do it.
I mean, I guess I can.
Yeah, I'll let let's do Frank and then you, Robert. I did him the first time, basically. I did him dirty.
Yeah, you guys will have 2 rolls for this one. So when Jericho starts trying to get in contact with him, Frank, he requires assistance from you. You will not give an assistance roll, but he feels as though since you've had a pass with the space pirates, you might be better with words, as he might be able to help with the check. So for an example, you are going to talk and he will do it will base off of Jericho's skill.
Gotcha. Tell me where you want me to begin.
All right. Now, so this is your last chance. Jericho immediately patches you in. Jericho tells you, this is the last chance. I cannot hold him back anymore. If any more hostages die, that's it.
So that is a 15 without any modifiers, basically. Any like subtracting the modifiers for my.
That was your med roll?
That's my med tech roll to kind of fix myself up.
You so the rest of the party kind of goes down the hallway. It's actually funny because Richard Goodman, even though he's at the corner, he kind of sees you a bit. The reverse of this, when you pass by him with the demolitions expert bullshit, you pull out the med kit and just professionally, like, he's never seen he's been through war, and he's never seen a medic just patch themselves up in a most professional manner. And it's like you've had your hand damaged so many times and you know how to do this. And you actually impress him a bit.
Just slap on that sleeve, rip off a med, what is it, a med patch? Is that what I'm using? Yeah, a med patch. Slap it on my chest, and go ahead and slap out that kit and start stitching my fucking arm up with my hand.
Richard, for future reference, you can tell he's a good medic. You might want to keep that of note.
Yeah, I have...
All right.
That's good. We'll probably need that in the future.
Mr. Rogers.
Oh, I'm sorry. Technically, that is actually a 16. So I didn't even add in my Meg Tech skill, which is additionally 16, 17. 17 is my total.
If it's more than 15, you get
the full recovery bonus.
That is correct. So you have a full recovery bonus now.
Okay, cool.
That's
nice. It's setting my arm back in place while in the middle of combat.
All right, Mr. Rogers. Jericho wants you to speak for him on behalf. So, what are you going to talk to the guy about? Jericho tells you before this that he wants to recruit him.
Juggernaut, you there?
Ja, I'm here. What do you want?
A proposition.
A proposition from the traitors, the ones that ruined my trust? What do you want this time?
It's not about ruining trust, my friend. We drank together. I've seen you fight. I've bought you round. Now, I don't know what you've been talking with my friend here. Now, from my understanding, he would like you to join our lands. You know me. You know what my team is capable of. Correct?
Ja, I can see why you're storming this building. Oh, fuck.
This isn't storming, my friend. This is a tactical entry. This is what my team does. Now, I'm being very, very nice, and I'm going to be as plain as I can about this. I'm here to make money. You're here to make money. This is our code. There is no loyalty, only the loyalty of coin. And it seems like to me that the person that you're communicating with has left you to die when there is an option to make profit. If you die, there's no profit to be made. However, if you hand over all of them, we can spin the truth that you assisted us from the inside, that we set this up far from the beginning, that we would have an infiltrator in there. You would have the ability to make profit. Get yourself your own mech or an upgraded mech. My friend, you would be paid. You would be protected. You would be with a crew. And we all know that as pirates, we long for a lance. We long for a crew to call our own. And most of all, we love our profit. Is there any profit in death? No. It's just death. That's the end. But if you join us, I can guarantee you profit.
Okay. Go ahead and make me a roll.
Okay, that's my nice point. Oh boy, how bad is this?
Oh boy, what do you mean?
Oh
fucking
shit!
12, boy.
Oh shit!
Damn! Nice! Fuck yeah! Look at that 12,
Okay.
baby! Look at that
So,
12!
That's really,
Boxcars! Boxcars!
that's really, really fucking good.
That's
One
a
moment.
crit, dude.
That's also really good. All right. So,
Oh, and he got Snake Eyes.
I'll tell you why Snake Eyes is bad on mine. Good for you guys though.
It's great for us.
So, I had to make a roll depending on your guys' diplomacy. So the way you talking, Juggernaut looks back at the computer screen. The assassin mech, fucking Jesus Christ, Dex Goldborn, he is trying to get getting it back in touch with the Juggernaut. But the Juggernaut is moved by your words, has realized that he didn't really trust one of you dirty motherfuckers who lied to him. But the way that this space pirate's talking, he feels like he's connected with you with that. Dex Goldborn, trying to get back into communications, immediately mistakes one button with another, communications fucking drops. There is a disconnect, and there is just an error popping up on the computer screen for the Juggernaut. For the Juggernaut, it seems as though he has been abandoned.
Yes!
So, Juggernaut comes back, gets in communications with you. Your name? What's your name?
My name is Mr. Rogers.
Mr. Rogers, who do you fight for?
I fight for my own crew. In the beginning of a great clan.
I got him. All right. Hold on. What? No? Because give me 1 second, guys.
Yeah.
No. He went to the bathroom, what, a few days ago? Yeah, so he should be fine. Yeah, throw him in tub. Anyways, so as you guys are preparing at the door, guns ready, they're aiming right at the fucking door. Door opens. And you guys see the Juggernaut right there in front of the door. Weapon stowed. Looking at you guys. You do see one hostage that's been killed. 4 other ones are in the back corner. Yeah, they're sitting there, kind of balled up, scared, shitless. All right, I'll take your word for it. But you betray me. Anyone who follows me, they'll know.
I know. Welcome to the Lance.
Yes,
Alright.
we're very
Go ahead.
aware. Now, can I please go get my arm fixed?
No.
Fucking Norda bleeding out in the corner there. All right. So, does anyone fire on Blake Hawthorne when he opens up the door?
Oh no.
No.
I assume that.
No.
I'm gonna keep my gun up and trained, but I'm not gonna shoot at him.
All right. You see so what does the party do? Blake Hawthorne is right in front of you. You see the hostages out in the corner. You do have 4 hostages. So, what do?
I have I look at Black and Daisy. I order them to go look at the hostages and get them out.
I'm gonna as soon as I get room to go by, I'm gonna run in there and see if I can't help some of them and see if I can't deal with one of the people who was injured.
So, Blake and White, or Nor and Daisy immediately go in. They're taking the restraints off of the hostages as they go up to the 5th one.
Where's the guy who got shot?
It will be the one to the very end because he went from left to right.
So
Norda,
like, back here.
Can you make me I think it's a med roll? I want you to go ahead and make me a med roll for that hostage that was shot.
Yeah. How bad is he? Is it like surgery level or just medtech?
Do medtech for me.
Medtech? Okay.
Actually, yeah, do medtech, and then depending on that roll, it might be surgery.
Okay, so I will burn another usage of a med kit. I will,
because you need to determine if he's alive or dead.
I will slap a med patch on him as well. Where was he hit? Does he have a hit location, or is it just like?
Oh no! Roll me a med roll first.
Oh, this is just determining?
Yes, you have to determine if he's alive or dead.
Okay, so
I mean, you can slap a patch on him, but if it's a dead body, then
could I career doctor this? Would
yeah, I will allow it.
Okay. All right. That is an 11 plus 2. So that's a 13. Or sorry, 14. Because I have
So
plus
14?
1. 14.
He is barely alive. It seems as though when Juggernaut shot him, he aimed more for the right torso instead of hitting the left. So he missed his heart just by a bit. You can save this guy. You have to do a surgery roll, and you will be at a penalty.
All right. I'm gonna slap out my field surgery kit and get a +1 to my surgery. He's hitting the torso, correct?
He is hit in the right torso, and he is
Okay.
bleeding out.
I'm gonna use a sed patch on him as well, and get another +1.
Go field medic.
Yeah, I am a fucking field medic, that's for sure. Shit. Do I have anything else to help this guy? He's bleeding, right?
He is bleeding out.
I will use Plastiflesh on him then. I will actually use Plastiflesh, and that will heal any bleeding that he has at the moment. Drops any 1 bleed effect and 50% minus to heal time if successful on my surgery check now.
Okay, so what is all of your... So I need to know...
1, 2... That's +2 to surgery.
So I need to know your total roll, and then any effects that you are getting from your items that are allowing you... that are helping
+2 from items. My check is 3.
Okay, so from the items, it's a plus. It's a 3.
Yeah, so a total of 5, basically.
Okay, go ahead and make a roll then.
9.
9.
I rolled a 9 plus 5, so I got a 14 total.
Does anyone want to? I have a question.
Does anybody have medtech 4, basically?
Daisy is going to come up right beside you.
Mm-hmm.
And she's going to go, and as you're helping stitching this guy up, you could tell, like, maybe it was just because of how... Oh, wait. Do you have it... is your hand still fractured?
No, I removed the injury mod.
Okay, so good. Daisy's gonna come up right beside you. She's go, doctor, I think you don't want to get that part. I could have sworn that someone did that to me before on my right side of my chest, and that was a very bad thing. I think it might be a little I think you got to pinpoint that a little
Is
better,
she
doctor.
spending an edge on this?
She is spinning an edge to give you a +1. So
Oh yeah, I love you, Daisy.
Well, here's the thing. I could also go up there and give him some help. I've got med tech.
I guess I
3.
could have. You need 4 to help
nope.
with surgery.
Oh shit. Well, you
yeah,
know,
that's why she just spent the edge. She kind of
Gotcha.
nudges your shoulder.
I could have technically, before I made that roll, I could have spent an edge to give myself a +2, but
it's fine. Daisy will spin an edge. She's okay with that.
But he's alive.
So, he is. Yep. No, he is alive. He is breathing. He needs a surge. He needs an actual surgeon. He needs. No offense, but he does need.
He needs to be
attention.
taken to an actual hospital and be treated.
Yes, he needs to go to a med bay or a hospital.
So
hopefully in a short time.
I've got him stabilized at least, and I can stay over him for about 8 hours before I need to make another stabilizing check. So, do we know if we have like hospitals in the area, or if we have medical facilities capable enough to deal with major injury?
So that's what I'll get to in just one moment. So, with you guys went through this whole entire building, you cleared 3 floors, you killed all the space pirates except for Blake Hawthorne.
Who was recruited?
Yes, who is recruited, but technically he did shoot a hostage. So that is something you guys will have to deal with when you get back to base. And the hostages haven't actually told you their opinion on just straight up not killing the guy after shooting one of them. So there's that as well. But the plus side, you did good. You can tell that this is a communications building. You haven't checked the other buildings in the area, but you have an assumption that the rest of the buildings are not med buildings. There might be like there's a what seems to be like a storage garage building. There is a communications relay tower, and there's a helipad, and mostly just a resupply for that.
There's a terminal and a compad, right?
Yes, there are terminals and compads, so you can can look up certain things or try to get other files.
I'm gonna go straight to the terminal then.
Okay.
I'm going to go with him.
Yeah.
All right, Robert, what do you want to do?
I mean, in this situation, they're going to handle the computers. It's probably just the most important thing for now. If they're fine at it, I'm not really sure what else I could really do.
Secure the civilians. Go ahead and secure the civilians, please.
Sure, I'll keep watch over them, make sure they don't do anything stupid.
Actually,
have Juggernaut report to our commander.
Yeah, I'll
Lieutenant
be patch
Jericho.
in, be like,
you know what I will do, actually? I want... Robert, what is your leadership role?
Are you trained in that?
no.
Is anyone trained in leadership role? Because
Yes.
they are going to have... Okay. So, the hostages are scared shitless, so someone is going to have to talk with the hostages to calm them down.
Can I put Jericho on speaker basically and have him handle that?
He will be at a penalty because he is making a... If you have him come through...
He's better at it than me.
Yeah, no,
I mean, it would be better than any of us doing it untrained.
So, yes,
100%.
he can do that. So, if you need to do that, go ahead.
Yeah, so I'm basically going to be like, listen to this man, and then I'm just going to put him on speaker. on video speaker.
Okay. All right. He wants... You know what? Robert, can you talk for Jericho?
Yeah, it's your turn to do him.
Sure.
You realize so when you're looking through the computer panel and kind of talking with like looking at the hostages, you can tell that they're scared shitless. They still see Blake Hawthorne now on friendly terms, but they still have resentment and rage against the guy. They have no idea who the fuck you people are. They have no idea on the situation, and they feel like they want to make a bolt. I want you to try to talk with them.
Just think, snide German officer. That's Jericho.
Snide German officer.
That's what Lyrans are.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I don't have a fucking cup holder for my tea, motherfucker. We don't install those
guys,
in the
it's getting to the point where I need to get out of here.
Yep, that's fine. We're pretty much all set up. There's only a few more checks I have to make with the other players.
We'll just finish up the role-playing stuff.
Yeah, Frank, you
All
did
right.
great. Nice
All
on
right.
the 12.
Great to see you. Awesome
All right,
boxcars.
let me know how much XP you get for this thing.
Yep.
And the only suggestion I would ever suggest for us, for what my character would do, it's primarily keep Hawthorne under control to a certain degree, and give the hostages a choice. You can either accept Hawthorne as a good guy, and there was a little misfire and injured your friend, or we can make you walk back home.
Okay. I will make that. Definitely give me a full thing of like how your character plays out for personality wise, and if it ever comes down to that, just in case if I ever have to roleplay your character, or I'll probably just make the other players do it. So as long as the other players know.
Yep. So how much XP do I get for that entire encounter?
I will message you after because I'm gonna finish up with some of this roleplay. I have to do some math on my end because you guys, I had a number, but then you guys saved the hostage, so I'm just gonna change that, and we should be good.
All right then. Y'all have a good night.
Yep. See you.
Or a
Man.
good
Take it
day,
easy.
whatever.
Yep, have a good day.
All right, Robert. Roleplay Jericho.
Okay, so Ethan, he puts me up on screen, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Yeah. He puts you up on screen. You've seen.
You're on speaker too.
scared-ass hostages.
You've got that weird like speaker voice going
Yes.
on.
It's like, hello, ladies and gentlemen. Do not panic. I have been negotiating your release this entire time. My team has come in there to rescue you. Okay, you see them as, and I'll just list off their tags. Okay. We are friendly. We are not the current group of space pirates. If you cooperate, we'll be able to get you back to base and have proper medical attention.
Okay.
All right.
Is that all?
You still there?
I mean, yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
Yeah, I cut out for a bit there.
Yeah, I noticed. I
Oh,
was
okay.
like,
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. Like, I know
you're
sometimes
like,
they just
you were
drop
very
on my-
quiet. What was the
Okay.
rest of what you were saying then?
Yeah.
Well, it was just about Jericho. As for Jericho, we will be escorting him back separately. So do not worry or panic. We have everything under control.
You mean as for Juggernaut?
Yeah, sorry. Juggernaut.
That's
What's
okay.
his actual name?
Blake
His name is
Hawthorne?
Blake Hawthorne.
Blake Hawthorne, yes.
But the
as for
people do
Juggernaut,
they do not know him as Blake Hawthorne. They just know him as the Juggernaut because that's what he's been.
yeah, I
screaming
guess
this
we don't
entire
really
time.
have his name either, so Juggernaut it is.
Technically, you guys do because of Mr. Rogers. He knows him.
Yeah, he mentioned his name before at one point.
Also, I'll say, you could bolt outside, but it is very, very cold. I advise you not to do that.
Okay.
You
I
will
don't want
freeze
you
in a
to
matter of
freeze to death.
minutes.
Oh, they are used to these harsh ass winters. I want you to roll a d6 for me. 2d6.
2d6?
Yep, 2d6.
What is it? 2d6?
Kevin.
I rolled a 7.
You have a leadership of that.
I
You.
don't know what his numbers are.
It's okay. I got it on my end. So, when you're talking with these guys, some of them are kind of perking up. They like the situation now. How everything's under control. They're not being shot at, nor are they hostages anymore. But you guys are still very unfamiliar to them. You were able to convince 2 of them out of the 3. One is technically unconscious, so you don't have to convince them, which is great. But the other 2 are still very fishy and very sketchy about you guys. You will
Can I
not
just,
see
like,
them.
turn around really quick and mention, we're mercenaries hired by a local foundation. We were here to take care of space pirates. That's our job.
Local foundation? What foundation are you talking about?
That is selective knowledge on need-to-know basis. We are mercenaries.
Mercenaries are not, man. Our lives are on the line. Can't you tell us who you're from and you're trying to save us?
No. It is need-to-know basis.
No. Just fuck.
It's very simple. We are mercenaries. We were hired to deal with this situation. I think that should be apparent enough as to who benefactors are.
If you don't tell us who you work for, Klein's gonna hear about this.
Who is Klein?
You know, and as one of them like shuts him up. Don't worry about it. I don't think they're gonna listen to us.
No, I want to hear more. Tell me more about this Klein as I start typing in his name into the computers, looking him up.
You know, Klein Johnson. He's the guy who owns this building, owns the whole entire mining corporation, the Bergstein Mining Corporation. You know, the person we work for. You want you to tell us who you work for?
Do we work for Klein Johnson?
Yes. You. This is the very
we work for him.
extravagant, fucking cowboy hick, accent guy you work for.
So let me be very clear. The cowboy hick is who you're referring to. Yes, we work for him. He hired us. I think that would be obvious since it's his building and that we're coming in here storming, guns ablazing, trying to stop some stupid pirates from taking over the place. And I say
Look,
stupid
man,
pirates only because they were dumb and got caught and were stupid and didn't hold the place.
Blake, like, looks over at you. You're the one I don't trust, do you?
You don't trust me because I'm honest. Anyways, I have work to do. I go back to doing my computer shit.
Blake just does not like you any more than he should.
But basically, I'm just gonna go through the computers, access and download as much information as I can onto whatever compad or some sort of, something I can take with me and take back, basically.
Can you make me a computers roll?
Yeah.
This will determine. Make me a computers roll and a security roll as well.
So.
Because you are at the mainframe of the heart of the building.
Yeah.
And does anyone who's good at security?
That would be.
I mean, I have some points into it.
You have some points into it. I think that's between you and Frank, or the 2 are good at it. Or Baraka.
I have 4 computers, 3 security.
Hey, Robert, can you make him?
Yeah, you can do security
check.
Yeah, if you can make the security check.
You don't have to. It's completely up to you.
If not, we can have Baracus do it. I believe he has a 3 in that as well. So that's a 11 for my computers check. Target number of 9 because I have advanced computers.
Robert, can you make me a security check? Security.
Yeah, I did, and botched it with a 3. Well, I mean,
okay.
it's a
You rolled a
6,
3,
but
so that's a 6. And securities, I think,
6.
is an advanced go.
Yeah.
Ethan, what is your total?
My total is 9, 7 plus 4, so 11.
11.
Yeah.
What's
Is
the
it a
security?
simple computer's task or is it an advanced?
It is an advance, and the security roll is what's giving you a negative modifier right now.
Okay.
Or sorry, it's against you.
Okay.
So unless you guys want to re-roll that, Daisy and Blake, Daisy and Noir, they're not even going to try. They only know how to shoot guns and they know how to operate tanks. They do not know that shit.
So I will give him assistance to do the security roll again. I will help him with it at least.
Okay.
what, just like
I'll just give you a +1.
give me a +1?
So +1 still won't do it.
Do you have edge?
I mean, I do. Sure, I can burn an edge, but I'd
so
much rather
that's 7, that would put you at 8. We could redo the roll with an additional +1, I guess, or
You will have to redo the roll if you want a better one, because
Yeah, I had to redo. I mean, I may as well redo the roll because
do you
it's
want to
only
burn an
one
edge and get a
more roll.
+2 on top of it? Just to be sure.
No, I'll just do the re-roll.
Okay.
No point in burning 2 points edge in this. Just do the 1.
Yeah. Even
That's what I
worse,
get.
I will burn an edge as well and let him re-roll one more time.
Yeah, no, you really want him to re-roll this. This is not good.
Come on, buddy. There we go. There we fucking go.
Oh man, you almost got a security lockout. So
Third time's a charm.
So as you're trying to access the computers, you notice a security lock is popping up constantly. You're trying to access a file. Security clearance needed. Then you access a different file. Security clearance needed, and it's just going back and forth. So you call over Richard Goodman. You saw his expertise in demolition. Piqued your interest. You call him over. As he's going over to the computer, he's trying to access. He's like, "Oh, don't worry, I got this." Robert, how do you botch the first 2 security rolls?
All right. So, as I'm like going in there, going in through the files, at first I just like make like some misclicks or misinputs. I'm okay, whatever. I'll go back and redo this. Then I do it again, and I punch the monitor. I'm like, you piece of shit.
When you punch the monitor, all you hear is security clearance denied, notifying security authorities. As you have you see in one of the other rooms that lights are going off.
Do we get a ping on our own comms?
Yeah, and you also get a ping Jericho, just gets a weird ping up on his radar, the security for the sensors operation. He's just getting a weird radar coming from the building. He's like, the fuck is going on with that?
Try password.
So you come over, you just push it out of the way. No, dude, do not do this. It's this way. You know that.
In Northern Terra, we usually just use password.
And then when you hack through the password, you can clearly tell the password is just 1234. No. You have security access now.
Okay.
So what's your total? So you no longer have the negative modifier. It is a advanced. So you pass with a +1. So you get most of the files from this building. There's some that you still can't access. It either is corrupted files because you were trying to access too many, but you were still able to get a good portion of them, probably 90% of it. You're able to get all of the buildings, all of the schematics of the buildings surrounding you. You see that there's no med room, that there is no surgery room, nothing like that. But the buildings that you can get, you can clearly tell that this is a recon / security outpost. This is mostly for recon mechs and recon lances to go outside, grab information, come back. So you're able to gather some information that's surrounding the area. Any of them that are way too far out, that looks as though they might be in space pirate territory, you do not have the access or the files to. The funny thing about it is the areas that are around you, it seems as though it's been tampered with or been messed with by the space pirates. So it seems as they've added additional information. With some digging and some encryption, you might actually be able to get some information about this from the space pirates that are around the area. And actually, it's great because you see a couple symbols pop up for space pirate symbols. You don't recognize it, but Mr. Rogers immediately recognizes them.
Oi, Rogers, you know this?
He does. I will let the party know what those are when everyone gets back.
Okay.
But you just see him like filled with rage. He is not happy to see what's going on.
Okay. I'll let you. Why don't you go smoke a cigarette outside? Here, take one. And I hand him a cigarette. And if you don't like cigarette, I have stogies back in the mech. Let me dig a little bit further here. I'm gonna try and dig further into what's in there.
Okay. You will do, if you want to, you can do one more computer's roll, but if you do not pass the number, you will be locked out.
Okay, cool. I will do another computer's roll. I'll do it on the dice roller. No, I'm not gonna do it on the dice roller. You rolled a great number, so now I feel like I'm gonna get a really shitty one.
Oh, that 12, yeah.
Alright, so I got a 9 plus computers, which is a 4. Plus 1 on top of my computers, because it is an intelligence base, so it is a 5. So that is a 14.
Okay. You hit the exact number you need. You access just a few more files. You are locked out by 3 files less, but it is perfectly fine. You're able to extend the information that you have from around the area, and you even got a inventory manifesto. You're able to see what they actually have in the storage supply not bunker, but the supply garage that they have right next to you guys inside this outpost. Not this building, but next to one of the other buildings. You guys, while you're pulling up, most of it is just, you see some mech armor parts. Some are internal, some are external. You find it weird that a recon outpost has these, but the thing that really catches your eye is it seems to be a transport truck that is able to lift, I think it's 45 tons.
Is it like a prime mover?
It is a prime mover.
But it's like, it's not like a full
that's
100-ton mech, but
no,
it'll do
it
up to a
hold,
45.
It can hold up to 45. So technically you can put a light mech in it with some additional supplies, but it'll be a tight squeeze. But you're able to get a prime mover. The thing about this is, it seems that there is work orders for it to be repaired that never got succeeded. The work orders are actually to 5 repair techs that were stationed at, well, technically it was 10 repair techs, but some of them got killed in the process. But the thing is, when you pull up these on who the repair techs were, you recognize these guys because the images show up. It is your 5 hostages.
Oh, okay.
So you have identified that the 5 hostages that you have are the repair techs for the Bergstein Mining Corporation recon building.
So I'm gonna do a thing. I'm going to pretend like I'm on comms and just give like a yes sir, yes sir, yes sir, and turn back to the hostages, the guys who were there, and be like, so, some information was brought down. I was told that you guys need to be delivered back to the base after completing the repairs on the primary transport truck to deliver back supplies from the event here, and this base will inevitably be foregone for now and reinstituted as necessary, and you will come back with us to main base.
Okay. Can you roll me a performance check?
Is that what that is?
Yeah, you're rolling me a performance.
Okay.
Because
Or acting, I guess.
you are trying to what really got you was you trying to fake a call. So performance.
Could I use my career technician to possibly justify the fact that, like, I'm a tech, you got a job to do? Like,
No,
hey.
unfortunately not.
All right. So I've got nothing in this, so it's just a.
I mean, thankfully, you don't. It's not like you were trying to like prance around and say you're the king of England or something. Nope, just a small performance check.
It's a 4.
Total.
That's what I rolled.
One of the guys stands up. I know you're bullshitting me. Tell us the truth. What are you here for?
All right. I'll be honest. I'm a technician too. I also double as a field medic. So, look, I'll help you guys out. We need to get the transport truck back to base with the rest of the supplies here. That's the way that we're gonna all get out of this mess cleanly. And at least get paid. And I think you want to be paid. And alive.
All right. That Blake also kind of speaks up. Well, I think I should tell you guys. I'm just gonna quit the accent because it's fucking killed my voice for a moment. But he tells you,
So
probably
in
say-
reality, Juggernaut, that's not actually Juggernaut's voice then?
no.
It's like, I was just putting on for Space Pirates.
Like, oh man, my throat kept dying on me. I kept like drinking water, it still wasn't fixing. So dry throat. Blake, he's actually gonna speak up. He's gonna tell you guys that the thing was that this was the mechs that came out here were just recon mechs. That they were going to try to make an ambush or try to make a frontal assault on the Bergstein Mining Corp head base. The thing is, they have to come through here in order to get there.
Okay.
And he doesn't know when they'll be here.
Okay.
Yeah, so the more time that we are here, the increased chance that then we'll have to do defense.
Yeah. So with that in mind, you guys, the longer you spend here, like Robert said, it seems as though you will have to have more of a defensive position. So what you guys can do as options, you guys can pack up and leave, grab what you can, repair what you can, and bolt out of here, head back, and turn in your mission, or you can try setting up a defensive position. The downside is you might not have time to set up defenses. You have one turret.
Could I
Now, you
possibly
have
go out
options.
and repair these?
You can repair the turrets, but you will only. I will tell you like this: time constraint. You might only be entitled to a couple of actions before space pirates come to this outpost.
Fair enough.
So
I'm
you
gonna
guys
do one thing before we basically close out and have to make these decisions next time.
Yeah.
Can I comms back to main headquarters?
The communications line between this and the main base have been tampered with. It will take multiple skill checks to be able to get the communications back in line with the main honcho base in order to get a direct line with Klein Johnson, your benefactor.
Is there no way to use our mechs or anything else to help with this?
There is no way you can use your mechs to help with this. So the reason why is the asteroid that you guys are on, it's a mineral planet. There are
It's interfering.
minerals. It's interfering with your communications line for extended ranges. So you're able to have straight line communications and you're able to have mech to mech communications. But the further you go out, the more clicks, the more impossible it is because of the minerals that are on the planet.
So basically, this communications tower is for more like satellite communication. It's not for world communication.
It's not for world communication. It's actually more for recon communication. What that means is recon mechs and recon lances would go outside, grab data, and bring it back here, and they would try to piece it back together to try to make a like a map of the place, and it was only direct line communications between those lances.
Damn. Okay.
The reason why this place is set up like this is because of the minerals. If it was anything like if the minerals weren't here, if this was a mineral planet, you guys would only need like small communications to be able to get from base to base. The reason why they had to set it up like this is because of that one reason.
Okay, so then maybe how bad do I think it would be to try and get in touch with main base and make it and get them to give me an idea of what to do?
It's not a bad idea, but if you mess up at all during this, it might delay it. And the more delayed time, the longer it will take for you. The longer it will take.
Do I think this is like like I can do this in one shot, or do I think this is gonna take multiple times doing this?
Multiple times doing it.
Okay.
Even if you roll, so.
All right, then I will save it for next week.
Yeah.
I think we're good there.
Yeah, that's pretty good. You guys did fucking wonderfully. My God.
Whoop, whoop.
Especially that 12. The 12 is what fucking saved you guys. And me rolling snake eyes. Holy shit. If there was a time for 12s and snake eyes to be rolling, it was then.
Oh my god. Yeah. Like, holy hell. Did we ever get freaking lucky there?
Yo, that would have fucking ended really badly. Because I also had to make a sensors communication. Like, I had to make a sensor roll to see if I could get back in line with him. I didn't have a high number, but I easily would have spent the rest of the of Qatar's Edge to fucking do it.
Yeah, fuck that dude. he was fucking up everything for us.
Yeah, he's just. A piece of shit.
Man, I got shot up bad. My armor took a hit from it. Like,
and that's the reason why I wanted to do standard with minions. So after this combat, I will do probably level 2, and there will be less minions and more actual players. Hi, Peanut.
Mommy.
Yeah, that was rough a little bit.
I was huffing and puffing at her.
I got fucked up hard, but I got lucky I have such good armor. If that was anybody else, they would have had their fucking arm blown off.
Yeah. No, that's probably good.
Like,
huh? Yeah, we're done.
Yeah, so I was mean to him, and I put him in the tub, and he didn't do anything, so I put him back in the tub, and he went potty, and then he went back in the tub because he got to clean his butt.
Just for reference, chat, this is a lizard we're talking about, not a baby.
Oh, yes, it's a lizard.
I mean, look, I'll be fine with just throwing babies in tubs now.
No, this is a lizard.
Yes, I know you're fine with throwing children into tubs, but, you know, that's not a good thing.
A baby
Just
has
abandon them in the tub.
So now he's huffing and puffing at me.
Well, that's fine. Look, no, he's not. He's yellow beard.
He was.
Why are you being a butt to mommy? All she wants to do is clean your butt. Yeah, no, that was great. You almost had. You know what you almost had? You almost had a prosthetic arm.
God damn, I almost did. If I took one more hit to my freaking forearm, I would have lost my goddamn arm. You could only take a injury mod of 6 before you lose a limb.
Oh, man. No, that's the reason why I did an assault rifle rather than fucking, like, I saw some of the other guns. I'm like, let me just tamper with this assault rifle a little bit. Let me not do some of the other powerful shit that will just one-shot these guys.
Yeah, again, like, now that you know what it's like basically hero level 2 is really the place you should be at, or like, because honestly, nobody survives very long on ground combat in level 1.
Well, that's the other thing too. I wanted to make sure you guys had a understanding on, like, yeah, you guys might be great in mech combat, but you know, infantry combat can be rough as you proceed to just almost die. If anything, you would have just had your arm blown off, and then they would have, and that was the other thing too. Like this, you guys running back the base also would have determined if you guys took too many injuries. Like, I have this set up for a reason. The way I have it set up. I didn't want to change anything until after this encounter. After this encounter, now I can do things. So I think what I'll do is, I would like an opinion from you guys, just so it kind of gives me. I know you guys have to all talk about it. What would you guys like to do, I'm probably going to put in the group message this like what all happened. But Robert, if you had to choose between just heading back to base, getting prepared for an assault, or defending this outpost and taking the assault, which one would you prefer?
I mean, my vote per se.
Yeah, I want both your guys. I mean, again, this isn't finalized votes. This just gives me an understanding because
I mean, where my head's at with this is okay. We've got basically 3 major objectives here. We either need to contact base and prepare a defensive position and get orders, if that's the direction we're going to go, like a standard military unit would. Or number 2, since we're mercenaries, the objective should really be is get the shit and get out.
Well, and that's the other thing.
We've got the data. We've got salvage.
Yeah, it depends.
We just need to basically repair the truck and get out. Yeah, we need the prime mover if we're going to take the salvage back.
And that's the thing. You guys don't have enough time to do everything.
Yeah, and that's kind of the point, is like the timetable is going to be honest to God, like where we're at with it. I think the most effective thing we can do is get our shit completely together. Set the last turret to auto shoot anything with the markings of those goddamn pirates. And
just hold out there.
And rig the buildings to blow.
You can do that. That would actually be an option as well. Like you guys have to make the best out of this situation.
Like
you guys.
Yeah.
Like you guys, the thing is, so Blake tells you guys that the assault that's coming is going to be rough. So the thing is, they've prepared all their forces. So you guys can,
because they're not just walking here to take this base. They're walking here to take on the main base. So they're coming with a real fighting force.
That you know of. Blake can only tell you what he has been given information of, and that's the rundown is that the mechs that the mech lance that you guys dealt with, that was their recon lance. After the way how they do things, they send out a recon lance, and after they send out a heavy lance.
So yeah, usual probing tactics, expending weaker units in order to get a better idea of procedures, and then coming with a fully upgraded force that's able to capably deal with it. That makes sense.
Then the thing is, you guys have no information on that heavy lance, nor does he. But Qatar, which was Colborn, he has all the information on you guys. He knows what mechs you're using. He knows the building. He knows how many turrets are left. He has full information on this building.
Okay, so technically, I suffered a major wound, so I will be needing to repair my armor, number 1, and I need to actually go get healed properly. I need to heal properly.
Yeah. So
and that's the thing. You can set this building
time. So the thing is, how much time would it be to repair that truck and basically move that one mech out?
I'm gonna tell you guys, like, if you guys rolled decent
if
or
we can
really
do
well,
that, I think we just do
you guys.
that.
I'm gonna tell you your 2 options. You guys have more options, but I'm telling you like the 2 major ones, and this kind of gives you like an idea. If you wanted to just grab your supplies and run back to base, and at this point you can also set up explosives. You can set the turret to shoot the enemies. Like you can do things during this process. But if you wanted to do that, you have enough time to repair the truck. You have enough time to put whatever you got off of the mechs into the truck, and you guys have enough time to leave. The thing is, and this is why I'm saying you only have short amount of time, you have to run at the same speed as the Burke. So you have a shorter time to do things if you just grab shit and go. But if you defend, you have a little bit more time, but it's going to be rough. You only have 1 turret left. You can repair some of the turrets, but I have to make a roll on my end on how many turrets you can even salvage. The thing is, you might be able to take the Burke's missiles and put it inside the turrets, but 1, you're down ammunition, and secondly, that's when things get a little dicey.
So, like, here's my thought process, and this is kind of where I'm at with this, is we either play it like a military objective, and we need to hold this base at all costs, and we need to defend from a larger force, which means we need
Yes.
to play guerrilla warfare.
Yes.
Or, number two, we're playing this as a mercenary objective complete. Now I need to get my forces out of here and take what I can. Because there's no reason to cut and dry make this worthwhile, because this isn't worthwhile. So my thought process here at this point is like, okay, repair that goddamn truck, put all the crap on it we can, and then get our asses out of here and set this place to blow right the fuck on top of them, and set all those turrets to basically just fire upon them if we can. Like, the one turret left, like, we'll have it shoot at them,
The one turret.
and then maybe make the other ones look like they're still active or something. I don't know. But basically, like, if they go to try and take over the buildings again, I want you to jury-rig this place to fall the fuck on top of them as soon as they access a console.
Okay. Yeah, that's actually very possible. You could do that. With the explosives, you will.
And
have to
I
rely
want that
on-
energy station to blow the hell up as soon as they access the comms area, because they're going to feel super secure in there, and then they're going to touch something that they shouldn't have, and it's just going to blow them the hell up.
So I will with that. I'm trying to figure out how many turns technically you all will have. So I will probably allow anywhere between 3 to 5 actual actions. When I mean by actions, I mean, if you say you want to rig that stuff, I will consider it as one action, but nothing like so like don't try to genie wish this loophole bullshit. Just straight up say, hey, I want to rig the systems to blow. Okay, there you go. Then it's okay, I want to rig the turrets to target them. Okay, there you go. That's 2 of them. So you understand that?
So here's what I need you to do then, Goodman. Here's what I'm thinking.
To be
I
specific.
I need you to rig the power plant to blow if they access one of the comms consoles in the communications tower. Set it as a communications thing. As part of accessing it, it blows the fucking station. And then turns on the turrets and starts shooting at them.
Well, so that's the other thing.
Okay.
I will also tell
two
you
separate
what
things, like-
powers
So 2 actions then. Or even 3, because that kind of sounds like 3 actions, really.
Can I load up the other map real quick?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it kind of
So we get a better idea.
yeah.
Here, I'll
because
switch.
I need
I'll
a
switch
better
back so
idea,
everybody
you
can
all-
see this.
I need a better idea, and you all need a better idea.
So we're basically talking about next week right now. Well, not actual next week, but the next episode that we actually do of Battletech RPG. God, this is struggling to load right now.
I know. I'm sorry.
There
I
it
need to
goes.
delete-
And you need to delete
don't-
all the tanks.
Well, don't delete anything yet because remember, I might be using some of those max depending on what you guys do. So, how about this? I just need a short version, and then we'll get into like statistics bullshit, right? So
small
Robert-
factories right here. That is where the prime mover is.
So let me show you where the prime mover is. I put it on the map for a reason. Prime mover, small factory.
Mm-hmm.
Because I didn't see a prime mover token, but I think we do have one.
Well, I mean,
You
like,
have-
these trucks are basically the prime movers.
Yeah. No, you just have one. That's fuel truck. I have it listed on my little sheet.
I know what it is, but, like, basically the truck over here is what's supposed to be the prime mover.
Yeah. So you have 2 fuel silos that have taken damage. You have a power station, which is controlling the turrets. You have the radar station, which is actually giving
Where we
line sight
are.
to. Yes, and it's also giving line sight to the turrets. If one of those 2 go away, the turrets are useless.
Okay. So, here's my thought process then. I want
just have the turrets just of auto target, like the pirates, whatever. Don't, because once the power station goes, they go offline, right?
Yeah, that's why. Well,
Yeah, it's just gonna shoot them anyways if it sees them. The fuel silo here needs to have a trip, so that way if you get at least one mech near it, it'll blow.
So,
Okay.
and that's the thing. If you guys look where I placed the two buildings, it's hard to gain line of sight to the buildings, except for on your guys' end.
Mm-hmm.
I did that intentionally.
So basically, fuel silo here, rig to blow if anything comes near it. Fuel silo here, rig to blow if anything comes near it. Rig to blow if anything comes near it. In addition to that, if somebody accesses the comms tower, it blows the power station, which should eliminate a huge portion of this area.
Tower,
Which should also
right,
blow
like
up
what I was
this field
saying is
truck
for
too.
the, so what should be priority, just in case I do have to spend extra time on a thing?
Okay.
So priority. So
priority should be the fuel silos. These 3 fuel silos need to be rigged to blow, basically. So if they trip a sensor here, it blows all 3 of them. Because it'll destroy the bridge here and part of the bridge area here. It'll just knock out as much shit as possible, basically. Hell, you know what would be even cooler? Take that fuel tank, have somebody drive it right there, so that way when this shit blows, it blows up the fuel tank and destroys the bridge too.
So and that's the other thing. Okay, so I should probably also explain the fuel tanks, or sorry,
the fuel tanker.
The fuel tankers aren't on a automatic system. They have to be piloted manually.
Yeah. No, I would say get one of our guys, or like maybe get like Noir or somebody. Just have them drive it out here, and then we rig it with explosives.
Do it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, just get somebody to, or even the technician, and just have them drive it out there, put it on the bridge, and then if this blows up, it'll blow up all of this and take out the bridge with it. So that way they have a much freaking harder time trying to get through this area.
Okay. So that's the other thing. The internal structure and the external structure on these buildings are strong as shit. You will need, I'd say, 3 or 4 of those fuel trucks to blow up the bridge fully.
Even if this fuel silo blows on top of it as well? And this one on the other side?
If you take 2 of the fuel trucks with the fuel silo, it'll be just enough to, because I'm doing damage on my end. It will be, oh, that's right, yeah, because you've been weakening it. 2 trucks, 1 fuel silo will be enough to blow it up.
So yeah, drive both trucks on there and just rig them to blow with the fuel silo. So if they trip this one here, or even better, if they trip that one here, it's on a timer. How about that? Basically, you got like a minute before this one blows, and then it'll also blow this one too, or something like that.
I will also send you guys Blake Hawthorne's character sheet.
Mm-hmm.
It's not really a character sheet. I'll just send you the dossier skills, but
because you won't need much explosives to get these fuel silos going, because we now have access to them. Just because they're damaged to shit, all we need to do is basically drop explosives on the inside of it and detonate them inside of it. Same thing goes with the fuel truck.
Yep, the 2 fuel trucks and the fuel silo will be enough to blow that up. The fuel silo is just one out of space, but the thing is, if you blow up both fuel silos, the range is big enough to do minimum damage to both ends, and then each fuel truck will be enough to blow it up.
Yeah, it basically just unstabilizes the whole area.
Which,
as for explosives, I only have 2 C8 blasting blocks, and whatever I salvaged from the trap.
That's
proper explosives.
Not enough to bring down a building, but it's enough to if you're trying to kill the power station, that will be enough to actually, if you place it in the right spot, it'll be enough to kill the power station or the radar tower.
Is it enough that we could wire all 3 of these fuel silos and the 2 trucks to blow?
There's an inventory list in the small factory. You might be able to get some explosives from there. You haven't checked it yet. Oh no, technically you do have the manifest.
I have the manifest.
Yeah. Let me actually pull that list up then. You have.
I know we're doing so much pre-planning here.
I mean, it's fine.
It's just so anybody knows for out there, like, basically we're gonna be on hiatus until what? Like
until January 3rd.
Until like January 3rd for the holidays. So
because I have holiday stuff I have to do on my end, and I'm not going to be free until next year.
And all the rest of us are going to be busy as hell. I am going to be putting, however, together a Battletech game going into the new year for Mondays as well. So
I'd be fine joining that. But you said there's not going to be much mech combat, right?
It depends. We're gonna do session 0 and kind of discuss it. But basically on the, what is it, the 4th of January, I think it is. Then Monday is the 4th.
Yeah.
We're gonna be talking what we're gonna be doing, and if anybody's interested to put their input and what you think. The era that we will be doing, however, is the reunification war. So SLDF era, fighting the periphery before the Amaris coup and during the kind of in-between period where we had the actual SLDF existing.
Yeah, because just give me the fucking Nighthawk and I'll be down with that.
But basically, I'm going to put together a list of mechs. If we go more mech route, or if we're going to do a lot of ground combat stuff, then we'll, discuss that and how that's going to work out, basically. But and it may be a bit of a mix of the two, too.
There we go.
Actually, I will garnish that with there will be a mix of the two for absolutely sure.
Yeah.
But yes, that list, that manifest.
Do you need me? Oh yeah, let me give you that manifest list. So in shorts, to make it short on my end, you have enough plastic explosives to blow up the power station, the radar tower, and one other building. You have enough explosives to blow up 3 buildings. Not including Robert's explosives. Robert's explosives, if he placed them correctly, which I will make him do checks for, he might be able to get 2 buildings. So for an example, you could place these plastic explosives on top of the radar tower at a certain joint part. You can also place explosives in between the power station joints. And then you can take the explosives from the small factory onto each fuel silo, and that will blow up your 5 primary towers if need be. Buildings, I meant.
Okay. So, really...
Because you want to blow up fuel silos and you want to blow up buildings, right?
Yeah, so the power station, however, let me ask you this. Can the power station just be set to overload and explode?
It can, but that will require... I'll have to determine what skill check that is, but I don't know if any of you guys are trained in that.
How obvious would that be? That's the other thing.
They will have an action. They will have...
Would that just be computers?
It would be computers. They would have... Sure, let me double check on that. Because I think I haven't made a...
I also have engineering nuclear, so...
It would be engineering.
Okay, so if it's technician nuclear, or technician electrical, or any of those, I'm also an engineer, so... Yeah, by the way, guys, my character's stupid skill-based. I'm bad at most things, but I've got a little bit of everything.
So, how about this? This fuel silo, by the way, you don't really need to blow this up. It's not going to do damage to anything. Like the terrain...
Not unless somebody trips it. That's the point.
It's not... Well, actually, that's the other thing, too. I have to double-check to see what fuel... There is... And one empty fuel silo, and there's a fuel silo with half fuel in it. I have to double check on which
Would
ones
the
those are.
comms tower have that information?
Yes, it would, but I would have to give it to you tomorrow because I actually have it on my notes and
Okay,
I
so
switched.
assuming I know which one is empty, basically, and I'm gonna assume it's probably the one that's further away. I hope. If
I
that's
think I had it specifically to where if you guys targeted this one when mechs were running away, you could have blown it up, and that actually would have damaged them. I think this one was at half, and one of the other ones are at empty. But I will double check on my end
okay.
So one of the ones by the bridge is empty.
because I know that's very important for your game plan.
It would mean one of the ones by the bridge is empty.
Which would matter on damage.
Yeah.
So
So
then you would have to add additional. Then you would have to take whatever. I mean, the thing is, if you just took let me double check on that. I'm not gonna
Why-
give you a confirmation until I
why
check my
don't we
notes.
take the fuel trucks and fuel up the empty one by the bridge then?
You could do that. You can fill up the. Oh, so that requires a. So this will be a complex action. You guys will have a simple action, and then you guys will have a complex action. The complex action will be something major that you can do. It will spend, I think, like an hour or two in doing.
Mm-hmm. So,
But
so let me ask you this: don't actually give us the time frame until the day of necessarily, but just to give me a range. It's less than 24 hours, correct?
it is less than 24 hours. You guys have less than 24 hours to get out of Dodge.
Okay. Blake doesn't know exactly when they're coming, but they're on their way.
That is correct, because he's been giving very minimum information because they thought of him as not so smart.
Okay, so
And let me also clarify this. If you guys cannot get to the edge of the map before the end of that time period, if you guys get to the edge of the map, all of you retreat. But the other thing is it depends on your guys' movement speed. And the thing is, when you guys get to this point, I'm going to have you guys go off of Frank's movement speed for his tank.
yeah, the slowest moving vehicle, basically.
Yep, that is, if he technically sprints or whatever, it's +2.
Mm-hmm.
No, sorry, it's 3. It's
3.
He gets 3.
Yeah.
And I will tell you right now, an assault mech can outrun that fucking tank.
Yeah, no. Well, it's because it's basically a heavy assault tank.
And man, I'm going to say right now, he is not going to like next session.
Well, we'll see what happens, but so if that's the case, basically the major thing I want to do is I want, if some dumbass walks in here into the radar station and decides to access the turret controls or any type of shit in there, if they try to hit log in, it will send a signal that will overcharge the power station and blow it the fuck up.
From what you can tell, if they're going to do that, they're not going to step inside the building. They're going to access it by mech, and the only mech that can access it of your knowledge is Dex Colborn's mech, which is the assassin mech, and he will activate that, and he can activate that from here.
So then here's my thing then. If he does that, if he accesses it, well, I want it as a physical trigger inside, basically. Like if somebody presses a button at the console inside the radar station, it then sends a signal, blows the shit up.
You would have to do some rigging and a lot of computer work, but you could do it. But whoever is doing that, I'm going to say right now, that is going to be their that's going to be the whole skill encounter. Whoever's trying to rig this, whoever's messing with the turrets to rig with this, to rig the power station, that's all they can do.
That's fair enough, and I think I'd be willing to do that to get the power station to blow like that, to kill people. Kill our enemies in guerrilla warfare.
Explosives.
Now let me explain. So that's that. Let me explain the explosives. Robert, with a second member, you can put the you can have the fuel cells, the bridge, and the fuel silos, the bridge, to all blow. Because you have to transverse between 3 fuel silos and a bridge.
And I would basically have that trigger if they get within right there.
And then you also have to conceal it, because they can just do a sensors roll, and if they can determine it from a sensors roll if you don't hide it well.
Mm-hmm.
So if someone teams up with you, that's their whole thing. So demolition will cover all that. The communications between the power station and the turrets will cover all that.
And I want to try and get it on a sensor or a trip or a sensors thing where it will either target here, because that would be ideal, is them being right here or right here. And it will
and that's it.
Blow from the trucks, blow from there, and just send them into the fucking river.
And that's the thing. Depending on how well you roll, I will actually give you the option between it being either a sense. So if you roll poorly, I will only allow it to be like either they have to make a sensors or whatever. But if you essentially, the better you do, the better progress you will get on like destroying the space pirates, like damaging them for their assault. I wouldn't say assault lance, but it's going to be a couple like so. Blake tells you it's 2 heavy lances. You don't know what they consist of, because lances can cover vehicles. They can also be aerospace fighters. They can be mechs.
But
so
they're
when
heavy,
he says a lance,
which means they're at least 50 tons and up.
As I'm going back to like tanks being like fucking 80 tons.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So yeah, no, it can be anything.
It's just anything under 90 and everything above 50. So
yeah, so you guys aren't fighting heavy mechs, but man, if they come up in there with 3 catapults, you're gonna have your shit handed to you. I'm gonna tell you that.
So getting it to trigger anywhere in here, this line right here, basically, would be ideal.
Okay. So my main thing is Robert and Ethan. You guys are allowed to have your like you guys can go off of each other's ideas. You can, but at the end of the day, I want to know, in your opinion, and what your character would do. What would you guys want to do? Do you want to grab your stuff and bolt, or do you want to defend? You can still have some defensive capabilities while bolting, but at the end of the day, is it bolting or is it defending?
I mean, like, here's the thing.
I mean, at the end of the day,
I want these guys
right?
to, we're bolting because this is not a military target. We're eliminating this place. And we're not leaving shit behind.
So the other thing, and I should probably also mention this to you guys, your mission was to grab these hostages and come back to base. He has not given you any additional information because you have not been able to get back in touch with him.
Well, at this point, I think the best option is don't let the pirates have his shit, because then they can use it against him. So, as an act of what would be considered, following orders past the letter, take the shit, jerry-rig it so the enemy doesn't have it. It's guerrilla warfare 101, and we're playing a guerrilla warfare game with pirates. Because they're not going to play nice, so we're not going to play nice either. This is the inner spheres, bitch.
So, the other thing is, the repair techs, all they will have time to do is repair the truck. They might be able to repair 1 or 2 turrets, but the turrets have no ammo. There's actually no ammo in the light LRM. You guys will actually have to take long-range missiles from Frank's tank, because his missiles are compatible with the light LRMs.
Then I would say just scrap it.
Or you can just scrap the turret and just take the fucking ammo. That's the other thing, too.
Yeah, no, I would just scrap that turret and leave them nothing. The rest of them are destroyed at this point. There's no reason to repair them either. So I would scrap that turret. If they have time after fixing the truck, throw that shit on there and get ready to get the fuck out.
Okay. So with that also being said, I want to go through what you guys salvaged.
We got a Jenner.
So you have a almost fully intact Jenner. It's missing a cockpit. the techs will be able to repair the truck, and they will be able to take apart the javelin on the main internals. So they can take the legs, and they can take the right arm and right torso and the cockpit. That is it. They cannot take anything else. So anything that was in the right torso, right arm, and right and left leg, they can take. But the center torso, the left torso, left arm is all destroyed.
Okay, so that all gets left behind.
Yes. So I don't know if you want to write this down now, because at a certain point I need to. Actually, that'd be kind of nice. Do you have time?
I can write it down.
Okay, because I want to get rid of this so I can prepare the next board. You have salvaged a light mech right torso, right arm, cockpit,
Hold on.
left. Okay.
So the Jenner is just missing a head.
It's missing a head and some external armor, and it's missing like 2 points of internal, but nothing major. And no, I cannot I can't condense this. So you, okay. The other option, what you could do is you could just straight up take the javelin head, put it in the Jenner, and the text can actually get it to work. But you miss out on the rest of the javelin's parts. So you can actually have an operating mech, but you will miss out.
Nah, not worth trying to do that.
Okay.
So the javelin is missing left arm, left torso.
The javelin. So I'm just going to tell you what you have from the javelin, and I want you to write it down like I'm saying it, because this is going to be important for later on. So you salvage a light mech right arm, right torso, right leg, left leg, and cockpit. How salvaging works in this campaign: if you blow up a mech, if you just blow up the center torso, you will destroy the mech because of the engine, unless its engines are in its torso parts, which is it's for later on. But XL engines are usually in the center torso, because fuck that. Why? So because of that, you can take so the javelin is a light mech. You can take any of those parts and put it onto another light mech that you have destroyed. So at base,
and these are all inner sphere, right?
Yeah, it's all inner sphere. So at base, you have a Panther that is missing exactly what is missing on the Jenner. The javelin. So you're on that Panther. You're missing a left leg, right arm, because it fell during the of the impact when coming into the asteroid.
Okay.
So what you can do is you can take the javelin, put the cockpit into the Jenner, then take whatever left of the armor pieces, put it into the Jenner, take the rest of the internals and externals of the right arm, left leg, and right leg, and put into the javelin. So if you bring back the Jenner, you have a javelin and a Jenner back at base.
So we'd have 2 working mechs, basically.
You would have 2 working mechs if techs can work on it.
But we would lose out on. We would basically take all the parts from the javelin and make those 2 mechs work.
That's correct. Now, what you can do is you can just keep the javelin, but
we could always do that back at base. Yeah.
So right now, you have to make a decision on what you want to do for mechs as well, because you have the. I'm sorry, Robert. Do you have to get going? I know it's early for you.
I mean, not immediately. You can continue.
Okay. Cool.
What's the weight of the Jenner?
I just want to know what everyone's decision with this is, because I need to know mech planning, what you guys want to do with your salvage, and then I need to know battle plans, because that's going to determine what the next map is going to be.
Well, so we're going to have a lot of time in between then, and so you could always be asking those questions at another point too. But
I could.
Yeah, so I think basically what we're both agreeing on is priority 1 is get that truck up and running so we can get our sweet loot out of here
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
rig what we can and bolt.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like,
So you just want to repair the truck. You want to put whatever mech parts you can on the truck, and then you just want to bolt.
yeah, basically we're playing a hit and run game of guerrilla warfare where we're taking what we can and leaving nothing behind. It's scorched earth tactics.
I told you 50 tons, right?
You said 45.
Sorry, it's 50. So I'm actually having to do math here. So do you want to know the downside, or do you want to? Yeah, how about this? Do you want to hear the plus sides or the downsides?
Let's start with the downsides.
Downside, you have just enough to put the javelin parts and the generator in the truck. That is it. That's all you have room for, because I have to. I'm taking off tonnage for the center torso, left torso, and left arm. You guys lost that left arm when the left torso fucking fell off. Just letting you know.
Yeah, fair enough.
So with the exact tonnage of that, you have just enough. It is 50. Technically, it's a little over 50 tons, but I'll allow it. So it's 50 tons. It's in the truck. That's it.
That's just for the max, right?
That's just for the mech. You cannot put ammo. So the thing is, whatever the javelin was carrying in the parts, so like the 2 medium lasers for the right torso. Oh yeah, no, you salvage that. Like that's in the right torso. It can just be there. But the techs, do not ask anything of the techs. They are going to repair the truck. They are going to take apart the mechs, and one of you guys, whoever has hands, actually have to help the techs move the parts inside the truck.
Okay. And then basically we don't get anything out of the storage then.
So with the storage, technically you guys don't get anything. You would have to leave it there so you can rig it to explode. It's AC ammo. So it's 20 rounds of AC ammo.
AC what?
I think it's AC-10 ammo.
AC-10.
Because that was with so whatever supplies that the recon mechs came with, that's what's there. They had extra supplies just in case. So it's AC-10 ammo. You have, you have 10 rounds of AC-10 ammo. You have 20 rounds of SRM ammo. Because, SRMs, it could be 2, 3, like 2, 4, 6, whatever, and it doesn't matter. You can put them all in there. And 1 medium laser. You will not be able to take any of that back. Unless it's to replace your other parts.
Did anybody lose any parts?
No one lost any parts.
No. All I lost is some external armor.
Can our mechs carry anything then?
Technically not. So
even at the cost of speed.
Even at the it gets weird with that. Who has
how are we gonna, I don't know, hold it?
So
I could basically jury rig a holding platform.
No, you cannot. I'm going to tell you right now, no, you can't do that, but I will allow, if you have hands, you can hold a single weapon if it doesn't extend a certain tonnage.
Okay.
Because, so how this works is, do you know the mech, the Hatchet Man?
Yeah.
So it has hand actuators, and it has it has things on its arm to allow it to have an axe. It usually can't double wield an axe because of what modifications are on that right arm in order to even wield that thing. Most mechs do not have that unless people go out of their way to do that. Technically, you're not supposed to actually carry stuff with your mech, because if it extends a weight, your arm will just straight up fall because of the amount of weight that's actually on that arm.
Because they're not built like industrial mechs that are designed to carry stuff.
That is correct. But for this case, I will allow you to hold the medium laser, but it cannot be used. And if your right arm gets damaged while holding it, whatever hand is holding it, and it gets damaged, you also destroy the part.
I couldn't potentially lash it to my back and reset my gyros.
You cannot do that. I am going to tell you that right now. The reason why you can't do that is because so when moving, your whole mech is going to be shaking, no matter how like tight you make that. Like no matter
Could I put it
how-
on a sled then? And drag it,
That's
basically.
also that's also where it gets weird. So then so that will be a complex action.
Okay.
You could do it. I will allow it if you want to make a sled and drag it, but I will.
So, because like
make-
here's my thing, with the warehouse, at least the SRM and the AC ammo, we don't really have a use for. I mean,
you can raise a blow.
the SRM ammo would be great if we could take that back, but the AC
Actually,
ammo we have no use for.
What mech are you using?
I'm using the Super Wasp right now.
Did you use any SRM ammo?
Yeah, I did. I did
You
use
can
some.
put the SR. You can have Blake and not Blake. You can have because Blake's not going to help you. You guys, in order to actually use Blake for this encounter, you will have to use a leadership role, and you have to roll high enough. Because
I didn't mark it down, I don't think. I might have actually not even used it. I might have not used. No, I did. I definitely did.
I know you did.
I know I did.
Well, either
So, like,
I
what,
think you
one
used
salvo?
like 1 or 2 rounds, but I mean that's pretty much about it.
I
You
used
didn't
one
use
every
much.
round, so I had to have used at least 8.
Short version, you can put the rest of the SRM ammo into your mech, but that will be Noir and Daisy's whole complex action.
So put the ammo in.
Yeah, they're used to putting SRM and LRM ammos into mechs and tanks all the time. Like, yeah, technically it would be complex because it's not a tank, it's a mech. They're not specialized into putting ammo into a mech, but because they are specialized into putting ammo into a fucking vehicle, I will allow them to do it as a complex action. So their job, if you guys want to, they can refill all of your mechs. So what I mean by that is because he technically used LRM ammo, they can take the LRM ammo from that turret and they can put it into the tank. And they can also do the SRM ammo and put it into your mech. But that is it. That's all they can do. So they can refill your guys' mechs and that's it. But there is armor plating. So there's internal and external armor plating here. You guys don't have enough room to bring it with you unless you make the techs do it. So what I mean by that is you technically have a Jenner that has armor missing for internal and external. You could make them, and you even have a Nighthawk that's missing some armor as well. So you can actually make the techs do that. But
We don't
that's
need to
where
bother
things-
with that right now, to be honest.
Yeah, but unfortunately, you will have. But if no one's armor gets refilled, you guys don't. So the whole point of me bringing that up, if you guys don't make the text do it or make someone
Yeah, it's
do
low
it,
priority.
you can't bring the armor back with you. You don't have the room.
Okay. How much armor is there?
There is 10 external armor and there is 5 internal armor.
Damn.
Yeah, you're missing quite like whatever is. Yeah, it sucks.
This be
So
an actual prime mover instead of a half mover?
Nope, this is a half mover, unfortunately, because remember, this is a
I
mineral planet.
know. It's just like darn. We actually have to we have to decide what we want and what we can't keep.
Yeah.
So-
it's just-
so
we have- at the end of the day,
I
we have to
need
prioritize
16
the
rounds of SRM.
So you need 16 rounds.
Yeah. I know Frank needs a lot of LRM. Because he
So-
needs plenty.
Oh, actually, no. Technically, he can't even. Okay, so the LRM ammo is not in the turret; it's in the storage, the small factory. So technically, you guys would actually, if you wanted to use that light LRM, you actually have to fill the fucking thing up because it used all of its ammo.
No, we're gonna scrap that thing and Because we don't want them to be able to use it if it's even working or not. We want it to be destroyed and scrapped. And we're going to refill his tank with as much ammo as he can take. You said there was 20 SRM?
20 SRM, 10 light LRM, 10 autocannon 10 ammo, and 1 medium laser.
So I say fuck the medium laser, to be honest. I could carry it. Yeah, I can carry it.
You could carry it, actually. That's the thing. So
I will carry it. Rig the AC-10 to blow the last 4 rounds of SRM, fill up his tank with the rest of the light stuff, throw the armor and the internals onto the Jenner, and fill the Jenner up to a complete full.
All right, so you want to put the... So are you filling up the... The Jenner can only... So are you filling up the armor for the Jenner or no?
Yeah.
Okay, so
Just
allow me to...
basically complete the Jenner.
All right. So I have a question. Who here can repair mechs?
Me.
Only you? Robert, what about you?
I have all 7 technician trees. I can fix anything.
Robert? Okay.
You should have...
Nope.
Don't?
I mean, it's like 1 point. Like, it's...
You can help. As good as an Aztec, then.
Yo, fucking Aztecs are better than him with that shit. What you talking about?
Okay, you're right about that, but...
Yo, I'm not hiring a fucking Aztec if they can't fucking repair my mech. Fuck that shit. Alright, well, hold on. So what is it? It's tech?
No, I said like the minimal point.
Oh, yeah, so you know the funny thing is, Jericho has 1 point as well. Technician mechanical.
Yeah, technician mechanical is what you think to help.
Yep. So,
but yeah, like,
Ethan?
here's the thing: if I'm rigging things up to blow, I think that's going to be my entire thing. I'm not
Yeah,
gonna
you're
have a
gonna
lot
be
of time.
totally caught up with rigging explosives.
How about this? Let's leave the armor to the very end, because depending on how well you guys roll, if you roll really well, you guys can actually refill the armor, then you got a fucking bolt. That is it. Like, you would have to, like, you have just enough time to place some
Basically,
armor
it comes down to, like, at the very end, if we have the time, we slap that shit into there, and then we bolt.
Yeah, because Jericho, actually, I have things for Jericho to do. It's just Jericho haven't, like, we haven't. I'm gonna call him in a bit, kind of let him know what happened, and I also want to get his decision. And then Frank, I will get in contact with later tonight and ask what he wants to do. And then at a certain point, I would say probably sometime during this week, I would suggest all of you, we would all get into a call, we all talk about it just for less than 30 minutes. And then we all have a game plan, so
yeah,
it's easier for me to set up next map. Because I don't want to make 2 or 3 maps. That doesn't sound like fun. Like, these maps are not fun to make. Yeah, this one's already on the table, but then I have to make additional stuff.
No, it's fine. Like, I 100%. Yeah. 1,000% agree.
And I don't want to just keep fighting on just one map. I feel like that's
I
boring.
think that pretty much settles what our idea is, which is rig the power station to blow on a physical switch if somebody accesses it from the inside.
Yeah.
Rig the warehouse to blow with any materials that are left over, and the bridge and the fuel tanks if they get close to them. Those are our main priorities. Basically, in order, it should be fix the truck, rig the shit to blow, fix anything we can at the very end, and then get out of there.
Frank, technically, can't Frank also fix vehicles? Because if I remember right, his character
Yes, he can. Because he has technician vehicle, I believe.
So what I'm probably going to suggest then, because then we can maximize this the best way. The best way to do your exact game plan, we have Frank on with like 2 techs to fix the truck. It's going to take more than one, I'm going to tell you that now.
Oh, of
And then the
course.
other two can start putting armor onto the Jenner, and depending on how well they roll, they might actually be able to put a cockpit in. But nope, never mind. You guys don't have a mech harness shit.
Yeah, we don't have the tools to do that.
Yeah.
Unless for some reason that building has a mech harness.
It does not. So never mind. Scrap any idea on replacing parts, but you can put armor. Replacing armor is fine. Anyone can do that.
We can replace the armor, and then when we get back, we could possibly throw in those journals.
So on my end, I get to figure out what heavy lances are going to go against you guys. I have an idea. I actually have a couple of mechs I wanted to use. Two of them being Star League tech, and
Yeah, I'm just gonna say this now. We out. But yeah, basically after they fix the truck, though, if we have time before they start fixing the mechs necessarily, or after the guys who finish the truck take apart that LRM, so they cannot use it, because all the rest of these LRMs we blew the fuck out of.
yeah. Well, so
And
that was
the
the other thing
turrets.
too. Like, if you guys actually just made it to where you blew up the power station, or if you guys blew up the radar tower without blowing up any of the turrets, I probably would have suggested making a defensive position, because you guys would have had a shit ton of turrets. But nope,
Yeah, we
that's
could
out of
have
the question.
taken the time to do it, but we were kind of going into this as if this was an asset that wasn't going to be recovered. And I think
Yeah,
most of us were in the same books with that, which is it's not coming back.
I mean, in all, you guys did fucking phenomenal with so on my morale check here, you guys missed 1 point, but even then, you guys recovered that later on. So all in all, you got a 10 out of 10.
Because somebody got shot.
Yeah, like I probably could have re-rolled. Well, oh, that's right. It wasn't Jericho that was making the roll though, and I didn't really want to use his edge. Oh, he technically lost an edge, didn't he?
Yeah, he burned one edge.
Can you write that down for me?
Yeah.
I'll message him and let him know that he lost one edge. But yes, he does need to know he lost one edge. Actually, technically, you all gain one edge from this whole encounter.
So plus one edge, and now finally the most important thing, XP.
Yes. So let's get down to that.
Let's get down to the nitty and gritty here. We have been, but this is the most important part for you viewers out here. The sweet XP at the end of it.
10 EXP. No, I'm joking.
Son of a bitch.
Could you fucking imagine?
I'd be like, I quit.
So
I quit.
Because of the fun, you guys saved 5 techs that were for your company. You guys also recruited a space pirate, so you all gain 1 point of edge back because of this whole entire encounter. You guys are halfway on getting another point of edge once you finish this encounter, depending on how things go, but most likely once you just go back to base, you all will receive another point of edge because of the morale that you guys gained here today, which is good. Trust me. I have a system. I wouldn't consider it homebrew, but you know what? Consider it as it is, right? So for EXP, you guys did great in the mech combat. You guys did great in the infantry combat. Total, you guys gain 55 EXP.
55.
Okay.
For each tech that you saved, for the surgery roll, for not blowing up by demolitions, you guys gained major EXP for recruiting Blake Hawthorne, and you guys salvaged most of the outposts. The only thing that was lost was the turrets, which I deducted, but technically, so it's funny, the way I had it, if you destroyed a turret, you gain 1 EXP, but if you saved a turret, you gain 3 EXP.
I guess we saved 1.
You saved 1, so... So, all in all, you gained that much EXP. I round it down, technically with... Oh, you know what? Yeah, so that's how much EXP you gained, guys. You guys gained.
Oh, darn, it's rounded down. Oh well. No, that makes sense.
So
yeah, so
55, right?
55 to spend. Adding to my 5 I currently have gives me 60 XP to use.
So 55 EXP. Literally, if you guys killed Blake Hawthorne, you would have lost a lot of EXP if you killed him.
Yeah. I mean, what, he was worth like 10?
Huh. Sure. 10. That's the EXP number I had him at. Let's go for that number.
5?
Higher. He was like 12.
Oh, he's like 12. Oh, wow. I was like, oh. The way you said it made it sound like he was worth much less than that. Yeah, I was like way overestimating.
He has a level 9 in art skill for a reason, boy. I'm joking with that. He does not have a level 9 fucking art.
No, that's beautiful though, if he did.
Could you? No, his art skill is like fucking 5 or 6.
Like he could make our mechs look badass as fuck.
Well, you never seen him make any like morals, not morals,
Murals.
but murals. Yeah, you haven't seen him make any murals yet. So
I know what you're referencing. You're referencing
know.
AP's thing when they made the beautiful art piece in the middle of the base that will forever be remembered as a legendary part of the Inner Spheres.
Well, so actually, he's a reference to something else. In a Battletech book, there is a clanner who is big old dum dum, but he makes beautiful fucking art, and it actually like goes into detail. I think he like made like a rose painting or something like that actually had like a secret in it. It's a cool fucking book. I actually it is like a Jade Falcon clanner.
Okay.
One of my favorite books.
I learn something new about Battletech every day. I am so new to this genre, but it is amazing. Let's go ahead and call it there. Thank you for everybody who joined us today. Hopefully the stream was a little bit better. It wasn't as choppy and fucked up. At least I didn't lose any